You've stopped into another episode of Dad Crossing where myself, Nick, and my co-host Sean will have real, honest chats about the highs and lows of dad life. We'll laugh together at the craziness of parenting and the silliness of our kiddos, and we'll support each other through the challenges and tough decisions of fatherhood. Whether you're a seasoned granddad or a dad-to-be, we promise laughs, relatable, and sometimes raw talk, and expert help to tackle the tough issues. Not from Sean and me, but from the amazing guests we'll have on the show. So let's be dads crossing through life together. Welcome to Everyday Life. We've been talking about Donkey Kong Bananza, which is probably what we'll spend a lot of time on. Sean, I've been doing this all wrong. All wrong.
Apparently so.
Yeah, I appreciate your honesty. That's why we're such good friends.
No, but this is it. We play games in two completely different ways. And I am I wasn't. At first, I was just plowing through it. I was like, I got far too giddy with the fact that you could smash everything.
Yeah,
like,
that's fun.
There is only a few things in that game you cannot destroy. And it annoys me that I can't destroy those, but I understand why. I especially like to find the little crystal guys and like try and drop them and just alter how they act when you drop them to the lowest point in the level. But there's a lot of them that have undestructible flaws beneath them. So in that case, I just climb up and punch them in the face and just to say, well, I can't ruin your day. But yeah, we played this game completely. So I was plowing through it until I got to like level 5, and then it splits you in two directions, and I was like, oh, if this game's giving me a decision in which direction I'm going to go, and this continues throughout, I need to go back because I need to go and do all the stuff. So I went back and I've 100% at every level so far, and I'm at I've just started level 9. So
yeah, well, I mean, first off, I mean it's a me problem, so I get that. I didn't pay no attention. I was like, how can you only level up to get one more heart? Makes no sense to me. But you can level up like 7 times. I just didn't pay attention. So I was like, how have I finished the skill tree already? Anyways, I'm an idiot. But you can, so I got to go through and level up. I never bought a single banana with the banana chips because I'm like, why do I want to? I've already finished the skill tree. So, I mean, I am going through the world, I wouldn't say methodically, because I haven't done every banana in every world. Canyonlands I really need to go back to, because I got like 7 or 8 there. But other than Canyonlands and the Divide, I'm really kind of having issues with the Divide, like where some of that stuff is. I'm missing like 6 there, too, and there's only like 9 or something like that. So, anyways,
yeah,
other than that, I'm really knocking them out.
The Divide's a weird one because you can't buy hints where they are, and you can't use the treasure tie. I don't know if you're using that tie.
Oh yeah.
So when you're smashing through things, you're unlocking chests which give you the maps quicker, so you can find where things are. You can't do that in the Divide. They are literally is a case of exploration and F about and find out kind of thing. So
yeah. So I gotta work on that. I'm very interested to buy bananas now. How much does a banana cost with banana chips?
It starts out pretty reasonable, and then it's 100 banana chips and 300 gold at a time.
What? Oh,
so it's 100 for the
this
banana.
Is why you're broke with gold too. Okay.
So it's like 100 chips for the banana, and then 300 bits of gold for the handling fee. So.
Okay. Well, that's something. But I've been loving this game, man. I mean, I know it was a perfect time for me, obviously, on vacation, just hanging out here in Phoenix, and I feel like I've put a scad ton of time into it. I have a timer set, basically because my kids use my Switch sometimes, so I want to know. And it goes off pretty early, sometimes before I wake up, because I played like after midnight. So basically, like I turn it on when I wake up, and it's like you've already passed your hour, bud. And I'm like, oh, let's just shut that off now.
I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
I think this game is awesome. It's the game I wanted to play with the Switch. Um, say hey to my wife back there, back from working, doing the making the money.
So while you're sitting around playing Donkey Kong, Becca has to work.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's happened the entire week. She
It
eats
sounds
better
like me
than
on a
me
normal
though,
day.
because she's getting all her food paid for by the company. So
And you have to go out in driverless cars to scavenge yours.
yeah, well, we can move on to that too. I did my first Waymo, and it's pretty fabulous. I mean, I DM'd you while I was doing the thing. It was, yeah. I mean, I had no issue. It got me there just fine. It doesn't. So like, I was going to a park, and there's this It's called Galvin Parkway, which is kind of like straight through the middle of this Papago Park where I wanted to hike. It did not like register that road at all. And I mean, it's a legit road you can drive on. It's not like some backcountry road. It's the road that gets you through the park to the different hiking spots. So that was my only complaint, because I had to get as close as I could. So I parked by the zoo, and I had to walk like an extra 10 minutes up the Galvin Parkway to get to the hiking spot I wanted, because it was like, that road doesn't exist, pal. So it was like, this is as close as we can do. So that would be my only complaint with it, but I mean, other than that, it's pretty fantastic. So
yeah, from watching the video as you were talking to me and watching everything and like how it moved the steering wheel, but it wasn't just like quick turns; it was like gradual turns, like somebody driving really steady. I was very surprised.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty fantastic. Do you have the vacuum
Phoenix
cleaner?
looks like a very nice day.
Do you have an auto? Do you have like a robot vacuum cleaner at all?
I don't have a robot.
Okay.
Wow, no.
If you've seen the ones that use
That's
like the
me.
LiDAR with the little spinny thing on it, on top of that's got like 8 of these all around the car. So like it's just, and you can tell it's that same thing where it's making that like field of like vision for itself to see all the things. And so to make sure that, obviously it's mapped the roads, but then also being able to like see if something darts out. In fact, I had a bicyclist. He didn't like dart out, but you could tell he was just getting ready to like go across the road after the car got past the road, and so he kind of got started a little early, and the car actually kind of slowed down and went to the far side of the lane, and then like just slowly went past him. So like it's very predictive of like what it sees and what might happen. So,
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it makes sense in terms of like if we were to have another pandemic like COVID, it meant people could get around in driverless cars and still work from places, so that contact kind of thing disappears. And I mean, like you said in the call, it was cheaper than an Uber because you're not having to pay for they're not having to cover the fuel costs as well as the driver's time and effort of driving you. So it makes sense. But yes, definitely something for the future. It's it's surprising. I would have been skeptical and I would have worried about getting it. And I've wanted to try it like you, but at the same time, it looked. And you got to ride around in a Jaguar. It's
a Jaguar
they made.
British. I thought that was crazy. So yeah, and I mean, it's not
British
super,
car.
but like right now on Lyft, it would cost $8.50 for a ride that cost me $6.50. So it saves you a couple of bucks. And the bus travel, sorry, the bus travel was $4 to get there if I would have just taken public transportation, and like 40 minutes. So like Waymo cuts it down into half basically, and you're only paying $2 and more and 50 cents to get there. So it's like, I don't know.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's really cool. It parks and it waits for like, I realized I forgot my sunglasses, so I ran back upstairs. It'll wait 5 minutes, and it tells you like I was upstairs when it grabbed my window. It was like, your Waymo's here, and then this like ticker starts, and it's very specific. It's like, listen, you have these 5 minutes, and then it drives off, and you get charged. Like it's like there's no like you're not getting a refund here. And so I'm like trying to get the elevator to get me down as quick as possible.
So AI is impatient, is what we're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. It's like, listen, I gave you time. I mean, it gives you 5 minutes. That's not too bad. And it tells you right where it's going
Yeah,
to
that's
park
okay.
earlier. So, like, usually it'll take like 6 or 7 minutes, and it'll be like, your Waymo's going to be here, so then you can walk there. So, yeah, I'd be interested to try, Tesla's new deal that they're driverless cabs, but as I believe that's only Austin at the moment. So, but I would say
Yeah,
they have an uphill battle
starts small.
because Waymo seems pretty awesome. I mean, seems pretty spot on. So,
Yeah, I do. But to be fair, to Tesla is that they do have the better auto drive function than most cars. So I think they're already there. It was
sure.
that cutting that gap between having to have somebody that drives and doesn't. So I think they'll handle it pretty well. But yeah, it's the catching up.
Hmm. Yeah, I do like wonder the. I mean, I'll never know, but like the back end of how it is. Like, do they have somebody that can like take control of the car? Because I mean, I can hit support, and they say that somebody will be with you like ASAP, like in seconds, um, in the car. And so I do wonder
It's
like
kind of
if
what you.
what?
It's kind of what you don't want to hit support and then wait there 5 minutes while the car's careering off the cliff. You want somebody to be there now.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. Um, so I do wonder like do they can they kind of drone it, right? Like just take over at headquarters and get you out of if the AI is in a predicament and does not know what to do or whatever.
Yeah, and either take over and park you safely, or at least execute a function that stops the car like it steadily, so it doesn't kind of
Hmm.
like hammer the brakes on and endanger anybody behind you, but like slows it down over a 10-second period, sort of thing.
And if you're freaked out, there is a pullover button. You can hit that at any time, and as long as the car deems it, some safe, like to pull over
Yeah,
and get you, it'll pull over at any time and get you out. So I was when I pulled back into the when it pulled back into the hotel, I was a little curious. It dropped me off about I'd say 100 feet from where it said it would, because there was a landscaping truck that had parked, and then there was like a utility truck that had parked cockeye in the spot, and so you could get through, but it would even for like somebody driving, it would have been a tight squeeze, and so it just stopped behind the landscaping truck and was like, we're sorry, but we're gonna let you out here. And I was like, well, that's fine. I'm only like 100 feet from the front door. And so, but then I walked to see what it would do, and it was like you could tell it was calculating, and it kind of backed up and like calculated, but then it squeezed itself right between the truck and the landscaping and did its thing. I was like, dang, I was pretty impressed. I didn't know what would happen.
yeah, that's crazy.
So
I just. Hmm.
yeah,
So what else other than driverless cabs and lounging by the pool and taking work calls? What else have you been doing?
dude, that's my life. I mean, I've been really good on exercise. So they got a nice fitness center, so I've taken the time to exercise every day. I did hike today. Actually, today is the farthest I've left the hotel for my 15-minute drive to the park. Um, but other than that, and then I go out with Becca and her coworkers every once in a while if they're going to a place that I want to go. We are the place we're staying is right next to Arizona State University. So um there's like a million things here to eat. Like I don't have to walk a quarter of a mile to find like anything you want. You name it, you can get it. Like it's cool. I did have In and Out. It's kind of a big thing for us East Coasters because it's kind of a more famous like fast food burger joint that we don't have on the East Coast. It's specifically California, but then they're also in the Southwest in some areas. So I bought In and Out and had that, and actually I will say this: everything in this place is really like decently priced, and maybe that's coming from a guy who was on vacation in like really touristy areas. So like I've been hit with the touristy prices. But I don't know. I was in Phoenix. I really expected to pay more than what I'm paying for most of the stuff. There's also the fact that man, it is great to only have to pay for you. Like
And not
you
the children.
yeah, I'm not paying for Beck either, right? Because she's like paid
Oh,
for
yeah.
by the company. You forget how great it is to eat out when like a 20 gets you a really sweet meal. It's just you. That's it. Normally, you got the family. Like you're like, okay, well, we're gonna go to a sit-down restaurant, so here's at least 100 gone, probably. So it's like
Yeah.
this is great. I'm loving this. So
See,
yeah.
and here I am in the midst of having to deal with the kids being off of school. Like that started now. Logan had his last day at school on Wednesday, just gone. So now he's off all the time. And so far we have been. Well, where have we been? We've been to the designer outlet because we had to go take some trainers back that we bought in from Vans. They wouldn't take them back because it's apparently they only do from outlet to outlet and from store to store. And Lyndsey bought them from a store, not an outlet. Weird argument, but whatever.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then yesterday, which was Thursday, we went to Leeds on the train to go to a Vans store to change the shoes, which we managed. But obviously means that we had spent money to go out on the train, and then we had to eat out. I mean, that kid ate. What did he eat yesterday? It was unreal. He had his breakfast, and then he had some like spicy wedges, and then he had 2 ice creams. Because as we were walking around the city centre, there was a company called Nui that was handing out free ice creams to anybody and everybody. You literally just had to walk up and they asked if you had any allergies. You said no. They gave you an ice cream. You walked off. We walked past that 3 times. And Logan got
Smart man.
2 ice creams. The only reason why he didn't get free is because they'd only reduced it down to 1 stand, and it was the flavour he didn't like, so he didn't get that one. Then he had some crisps. And then he had a large McDonald's fries on the train on the way home. And then got home and had tea. Kid lived the best life yesterday, food wise.
Sounds like it. That is pretty sweet.
So. And today we've had a lazy day. We took grandma shopping this morning. When we got back, Logan went out with his friends and had a water fight because it's been pretty warm today. And I sat on the bed and played Donkey Kong, and Lyndsey napped. It's been pretty much our day today.
Sounds like a good day.
Yeah, it is. We're going to an outdoor adventure trail tomorrow in Chester, so it's like an hour and a bit drive. Which reminds me, I need to put the car on charge when we finish talking this evening, because we're taking my car and I haven't put it on charge. So yeah, we're doing that tomorrow. Sunday, we're planning to have another lazy day, and then on Monday, it's mine and Lyndsey's wedding anniversary.
Ooh, how many years?
And we're going.
Ooh, I put him on the spot.
9.
Nice.
Yes, 9.
Ooh, that means you got to really be thinking about what you're gonna do next year for the big 1-0.
Yeah, this is true, but we have also just booked to go and stopping at a lodge in Wales for Lyndsey's 40th. So,
Awesome. That's fun.
Yeah. It's got a outdoor sauna, an outdoor hot tub, and a natural plunge pool. So
what? A natural plunge pool?
Yeah, basically it's a pond with steps going in.
But how do they keep it cold? It's just naturally cold?
It's Wales. It's going to be naturally cold.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. If you imagine UK weather and then like a fraction west by like 3 hours, it just seems to rain all the time. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. It's the same as if you go north. If you go to Scotland, it usually rains sideways in Scotland. That's the deal.
All right. And so it keeps it cold. Speaking of ice cream, we ate at a place called Crispy Cones. Sean, I don't know why everybody doesn't just do this. Basically, it's a donut that's your cone. And then they put ice cream in it.
No wonder you've been exercising. Balancing out the food.
It's true. It's accurate. Yeah. So that's what it is. It's a donut cone with ice cream in it. I don't know why this isn't everywhere, to be honest. I've never seen it before, and I feel like if I put one in Michigan, it would go very well. But
see business ideas. Business ideas all over.
Yeah. Mine was slathered with peanut butter inside, so that only made it better.
So you see, Lyndsey over the last week, because she started her, she finished for her summer holidays a couple of days earlier than the kids. She's been doing some stuff with Lola, so Lola has come back to life.
Lola's out. Love it.
I know. So, because I worked nights over the weekend, Saturday night I took to work with me 12 blueberry muffins, 12 Nutella and chocolate chip muffins, a Jamaican ginger cake, lemon and white chocolate cookies. That was the Saturday night.
That was Saturday night.
That was Saturday night. And then Sunday night I took a Guinness and chocolate chip loaf, a Parmesan and black pepper loaf, and a caramelized onion loaf with homemade maple butter, homemade crispy chili butter, and homemade garlic salt butter.
Oh my gosh, I need the Parmesan and black pepper loaf. Like when of the loaf bread, that's the one that piqued my. That sounds fantastic. I love myself.
No, the Guinness and chocolate one was just it was like a slightly more malty loaf, but with a chocolate undertone. Just put some maple butter on that. It was yeah. I was busy, but all my nights I was ridiculously busy. I don't think I like was under 20,000 steps for any of the single night shifts. So I didn't get much of it. I can remember, at least remember on Sunday night, I brought all the breads and said, "Oh look, all these breads are here. There's some homemade butters, blah blah blah." And then like I had a slice of the Guinness one, and I had to go out and do some stuff. And by the time I managed to get back in to like try some more, the Guinness one was almost gone. The Parmesan and black pepper one was down to like a quarter left, and the caramelized onion one was almost gone. I was like, "Wow, you guys enjoyed it." And I think I walked past him, one of the guys that was like eating the Jamaica cake, and I was like, "What have you got on there?" He's like, "I put the maple butter on the Jamaican ginger cake." And he was like, "I was like, oh, okay, I will do just that." So
that's fantastic.
So she definitely fueled the power station for those 3 nights.
Yeah. They fueled the UK and she fueled them. I appreciate that. It's good stuff. Let's see. Anything? Man, I don't know. That's pretty much been my life. That's my week. We got one more day here, and then Saturday we have like one more day here. Saturday we fly out. So we're gonna go and hike Camelback, which is it's a I don't want to say famous is the right word, but like if you hike, it's one of like it's a trail that everybody usually does here in Phoenix, and so it is a little bit more intense than the Bright Angel Trail we did. So it'll be a legit hike. It's 2.4 miles in and out, which isn't too bad, but in that 1.2 miles, you go up 1,500 feet. So yeah.
Yep, saw legs coming your way.
Yeah, for sure. So, so what we did in the Grand Canyon was 3 miles in and out, and in 1.5 miles you went up. You changed elevation 1,200 feet. So yeah, this one's steeper for sure. Little less, but definitely steeper. So I'm actually excited to do it. So.
See, I'm jealous because we get those kind of walks in the UK, but I have to go a long distance for them, and I can almost guarantee when I get there the weather won't be great. Where you're going to be hiking in dry 100-degree heat.
Yeah, we're going out at 6, so it'll be nice. It'll be 80 degrees. It'll be 80 and dry. So you go at 6 in the morning just to get it done because they say it can be kind of strenuous. You know the best part about being here, Sean? The absolute best part of the Southwest. Now I don't know what the bug situation is, where you're at, but like in Michigan, like you can't walk outside without a fly or a mosquito or something immediately attacking you. There ain't nothing here, man. There's
it's too dry.
Yeah, I know, and it's great. People leave their windows open, doors open. like the hotel has all their like exits open because all their entrances open as the like just like come on in. If you did that in Michigan, you'd have like you'd have all kinds of flies and mosquitoes and moths and I mean all the things in the hotel if you did that.
Yeah,
It's
it's the
just
same
crazy.
here. It's the weather here has been it's been weird. It was really, really, really warm, and then we had like a few thunderstorms over the weekend, which then caused havoc. We're having a host pipe ban up, but at the same time, there was areas of the UK over the weekend that had flash floods because the the ground's so dry and hard, it's not absorbing the water quickly, so it's just sitting and not going anywhere. But then because now everything has time to soak and has got wet, it's now warming up again and getting humid.
We have a kid question here. That's what's going on, folks. I think it's
Yes.
probably about food, but I'm not 100% sure.
I don't think it's food related. What's up?
Oh, not food related. Okay, the last one was food related before we started recording.
Adam? Well, good night, buddy. I'll see you in the morning. Get some good
Night,
sleep because
Logan.
we've got a busy day tomorrow. It's absolutely fine. You get some good sleep, okay? I love you. High five.
It's crazy to me that it's like, all right, have fun going to bed, which it's like 11 o'clock there, but it's like daylight and 3 where I am. I mean, it's always a little crazy, but like it's exasperated crazy because we went from like 5 hours apart to 8 hours apart.
Yeah. Well, that's because you flew the other side of the country.
True.
Country? Yeah. I almost say continent, but that would have been the wrong word to use. Yeah, but yeah, you're 8 hours behind, and it's 11 o'clock for a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
He
Oh
needs
yeah.
to go
No,
to
it's
bed.
definitely bedtime. I get that. It's just crazy because you're like, all right, go to bed, buddy, and it's like sunshiny and super daylight over here. So
I don't know. Lyndsey would sleep through that. So,
yeah. Well, these are some
yeah.
nice, like these are some really nice blackout curtains. I could use these in our bedroom, to be honest. Like you can shut these and it'll look like it's nighttime. So
I suppose that's okay because you're going to have people like me that travel there that need to sleep when it's daytime. But yeah, so
yeah, well, Beck definitely needed to sleep when we first got here because we didn't arrive here until 1 a.m., which was obviously 4 a.m. our time. So everybody was pretty dead by the time we got into this airport initially. So she slept until like 10, I think, 10:30, something like that. So
cool.
So yeah.
So yeah, like I say, other than that, we haven't got a right lot on next week. Have we got anything on next week? Well, surely we must have. Monday,
Surely we're doing something.
Monday wedding anniversary. Tuesday I'll be hopefully recovering from throwing axes. Not exactly the greatest thing to choose for your wedding
That's the
anniversary to
second
go
time
into.
you've done that, right? Didn't you do that once before?
No, we've done shuffleboard, we've done crazy golf, and we've
Mm.
done like scrambling and stuff like that. But this time, axe throwing and crazier golf. Apparently, I don't know how crazier golf could be crazier than crazy golf, but I will report back on
I can't
that.
wait to hear.
Yeah, and then it's Yorkshire Day, Friday the 1st of August, and I'm going to. There's a really cool place nearby, a couple of villages over, that was run by a brewery which I like, called the Little Black Dog, which folded, unfortunately. So they closed this venue down. I'd never been to it. I always wanted to go to it. It's like a stone oven pizzeria place and a tap room on the side of a micro brewery, which was really cool. It's been taken over by one of my favorite breweries, Brew York. They've taken over as a satellite brewery as well as food and stuff like that. And on Yorkshire Day, they're doing their grand opening or grand reopening of the venue with live music, food, drink, stuff like that. So I'm going to that on the 1st of August, which I'm really excited for. So
Nice.
Go and celebrate Yorkshire Day.
That sounds exciting. So is that something that like what makes it Yorkshire Day? Did they just decide that's the day, or is there like a specific reason that that's the day?
I have no idea. I will find out and let you know next week when we talk. Like
Is this
before
a
I
new?
go, because it
Oh,
will
have
be.
you never been, or is this a new thing, or?
I've never celebrated Yorkshire Day, as far as
Okay.
I remember.
Okay.
So, yeah.
There's a throwing axes place close to us. I have Becca and I have thought about doing it. So you'll have to tell me. In fact, we actually got there to do it, and then we chose doing something else instead. So you have to tell me.
Yeah, I've had one go of it. I went to a Hallow Scream thing with Jaya and her friends, and they had it there like as a side gig type thing that you could just try. But it was really busy, and I think like got to the front, threw one axe, it stuck in. I was like, hey! And then Jaya had a go, and then her friends had a go, and it was like kind of a rushed thing.
Yeah.
So this is we've got a time slot to do it in. But one of the warnings that came with the booking was like to not drink before or during. So yeah, this should be interesting. So
That's
Lyndsey's
fair.
already got really competitive. She was like, "Are you ready to get absolutely? You getting ready to be beat down and stuff like that?" I was like, "Have you ever thrown an axe?" She's like, "No. What does that matter?" I was like, "But I have. I know what I'm doing." She's like, "It doesn't matter. I'll still beat you." So
Okay, wait. This is a whole different thing now. Are you both competitive? Is she more like who's the competitive? How does this roll with you guys?
we're not allowed to play Mario Kart board games or Mario Party against each other 1-to-1. We have to have people involved because it becomes far too competitive. So yeah.
See,
So
that's
I don't want.
fantastic.
The thing is that I don't care if I lose. I just don't. I know that she hates it more than me, so I'm then driven to make her lose because I know she hates it. Where she's driven to win because she absolutely hates losing. So it's more of a like I will be as competitive as possible, and then I might throw it at the last second because I don't want to have a annoyed wife for the rest of the
Uh-huh.
day, where she
Uh-huh.
will like go out of her way to make sure she wins.
Hmm.
So,
So yeah, it's funny because Becca is way more competitive than me. I mean, there are things that I care about, but in general, I don't really care whether I win or lose.
yeah.
We used to play together Scrabble on the phone, so you take your turns, and I was pretty good at it. And so the one time she had me by quite a few points, but I happened to find a couple of triple word scores that linked up just right, and I was upstairs when we first moved to the house. We spent a lot of time in the basement. This was before we had kids, so we had a whole like entertainment thing set up in our basement. And so I was upstairs doing something. I found a word. It fit perfectly. I got a bazillion points. I squeaked it out. I won. Okay, great. I didn't like rub it in her face. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything. I was like, whatever. And then I came downstairs and we were watching something. I came downstairs and like sat down and like laid down to put like my head in her lap, and she was like, poof, and I was like, she like legit pushed me off the couch, and I was like, what the hell just what is you doing? And she's like, you beat me. I had you by like 80 points, and you beat me. She's like, I don't even want to talk right now. And I'm like, are you serious? She's like, yes. She's like, yes. I don't even touch me. And okay. So from that day on, we stopped playing Scrabble. We were like, I don't think this is good for our marriage anymore. That was that.
No, it's good. It's competition. It's
Mm.
healthy. It's healthy.
I was afraid it was going to be a domestic, is what I thought it was going to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. It's like I don't know. It's just, but mainly it's board games. But if we go and play Crazy Golf or Shuffleboard, she has to. It's there's a lot of build up of are you ready to beat? And she does this with her dad, and her dad's really bad because he does it back. So that's where she gets it from. But there's lots of are you ready? Are you ready to get beaten? Like I'm on a winning streak. You haven't lost against me, and it just builds and builds and builds to the point where the last time we did Shuffleboard, we were playing, and the last match came like between me and Lyndsey's dad. And I didn't do this on purpose. I just did a really crap throw. But if I'd have like done well with this last slide, I'd have been a dad, and he'd have had no way of coming back from it because it had just been him versus her. And even if he'd have scored a point, he'd have still been behind her.
Mm-hmm.
So I screwed up. And as I'm clearing up, she looks at me and she goes, "Do you even love your wife?" And I was like, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's like I did not do that on purpose. At the same time, like I'm walking, and I then walk past Lyndsey, and her dad high fives me, and it's like, oh, this is just making it worse.
Yeah, please. Throw me a rope, not a shovel.
Yeah. So yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't know. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. So
Cool. I don't have much else to say other than I have had a great week. I do miss my kids, so I will be happy to get back to them, and hang out
Well,
with them.
I didn't know if you wanted to make that the dad topic for this week, where like it's nice to have that break, but as
Sure.
much as we always say, God, I wish you could have a break from doing this. Then you have the break from doing that, and then you realize, actually, I quite enjoy doing that, and I miss that as much as this is nice. I only needed 24, 48 hours. I don't need a week. Take me back.
Yeah, we can definitely talk about that because that's actually exactly what I just told my mom. After I discorded with you with the Waymo, I FaceTimed mom who has the kids right now, and so that they could see it. And I was like, this has been great. I was like, but I could do this for a weekend and not a week, and I'd be good. I'd be ready to.
Yeah.
To
Do you have that like a pang of parental guilt because you're not fulfilling the responsibility that you have?
That really is a great dad topic. I mean that really should be our dad topic. I specifically thought, and I don't know if it needs to be a week or a weekend, but I specifically thought that two things, to be honest. One, like parents should work hard. I know this isn't always possible because we are blessed to have grandparents. We're onlys, blah 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 blah. We're in that great spot, right? Of like grandparents want to have the kids. Most of the time, we're like, no, not let us keep them, right? So like we're really blessed, and I get that. But like parents should really try hard to find that week where they can be away from the kids. And also, I kind of have been like, as I said, I've been working, and I have found a real like maybe we have the church we go to goes on retreats. The staff goes on retreats. For me, I'll just be honest. I'm like they seem to be on a retreat like every week. They're not, but like multiple times a year. And I'm always kind of like, what the heck, Like, why do you like? What's going on? And I'm not gonna lie, I found a newfound love for like leaving the office and doing stuff. I've like got some things in the works for Habitat that I would have never thought to do because you're in the office doing the thing, right? And you don't have time to just think about like projects and what needs to happen and ways to solve problems that are on the back burner. So
it's difficult. It's difficult to think outside the box when you're constantly working within the constraints of the box, because you've got to you have to have everything done. There's a way of things to be done. There's a list and a priority of things. You've got lots of stuff going on at the same time. It's hard to kind of stop and not respond to emails, not respond to phone calls, not respond to text messages and stuff like that, to then have the thoughts that you're having. So yeah, I mean, the retreats that the church is having is probably a good thing because that helps them keep the church fresh and alive with ideas of how things can be. But at the same time, those people probably need an escape from other things to help them heal with whatever they're healing from as well. So, but yeah, I think that's definitely we're already rolling into the next episode. I think we'll stop this. We'll start this one out,
and we'll do a dad topic.
Yeah, so start this and come and join us on Wednesday when we talk about like time away from the kids, negatives and positives. So yeah, until then, ciao.
See you later, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to Dad Crossing. We're here to remind you that this podcast is made by dads for dads. It's a place where all of us can come together, share a laugh, and tackle the wild ride that is fatherhood. If you want to keep the conversation going or just need a safe space to chat or ask for help, you are always welcome to reach out. You can find me, Sean, at Sean_Abbott. You can find my good friend Nick at Nick10Do. And of course, give our social media platforms a good look over, because that is where we share all the updates, all the laughs, and all the things dad life. That is, everything is at dadcrossing. For anything more, feel free to drop us a message at team@dadcrossing.com. And until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and remember, you're never alone on this journey. We'll see you in the next episode of Dad Crossing.